Virgil van Dijk and many more not involved tonight. Crystal Palace have gone strong. We'll see if that's enough, but we'll see if this young Liverpool side can restore some pride. No VAR at this stage of the Carabao Cup. So off we go.
Until relatively recently, yes, they've had a slight dip in terms of results, maybe the performance at Arsenal, but...
Here's Ngomoa. And he gets it back, runs into Craig Pawson, which just took the fizz out of it a little bit. Young winger, picked up when he was released from Manchester United. Endo with the little ball forward. He will give Liverpool a bit of adaptability in there. He's played centre-half. He's played that holding midfield role. He can step in and play passes, and Palace have had to put it out for a corner.
They strike a really nice ball, diagonals, trying to release the fullbacks and
make the most of the possession that they had. Palace look to come forward. Liverpool have robbed it back, and then they'll look to break quickly with Ngomoa. For a moment he had a side of goal, and then he hit it straight at the defender. That was a good shooting chance early on. Kerkez to put it in early, and he has done for Morrison, who's just got in front of Gay.
A different shape, players that they're going to have been learning about when they saw the team sheet. That's the reality.
Now they can step out. It looks like it's Gomez who's organising that back line from the middle. Chiesa.
So, hell of an opportunity for him this evening.
Sarr for Nketiah, just ran into Endo, and now Gomez can bring it away. Didn't quite...
Side by side in this 11.
That's pumped high from Wataru Endo. Wolfsburg, Frankfurt or Crystal Palace have all been that way. Interesting scoreline coming out of South Wales. Gonzalo Franco has scored early on for Swansea. Chiesa. There was Nioni for Endo. And a little bit of space just shut down the way they've outplayed Liverpool for long spells in games when he's been the Crystal Palace coach. And a man Liverpool chased and chased in the summer, Mark Gay, are in there. Kamada's delivery is into the far post, where Lacroix, the middle of March. And into, now he's got Nketiah making a dart to the near post. He pulled it back where Gomez was waiting. Here's Kamada. Endo has pinched it away. And the long ball was on from Gamora, but Munoz has...
Currently, in that initial surprise element having subsided.
Endo a little bowled over by Pino. McAllister, Nioni. Approaching the half hour, here come Palace. Still there for Palace, who can pop it back in. Stretch from Gomez.
Yeah, you want to see Palace's back line just be stretched a little bit more. I think Chiesa...
Well, they found them well when there has been space. And that is going to be a free kick used for Gay. Might have been lining up here in very different colours. Lacroix, Cambo, Kamada has gone short. Hughes to line up a different angle. Plenty of height on that one. And get it he does. Laid back for the Japanese international. There's the header. And it's well claimed in the end by Woodman. Had to get Hughes moving his way around Craig Pawson.
1v1 up against Cambo. Just can't quite get released there, but certainly something they're looking to utilise.
That's driven in towards Munoz and snapped up by Sarr. And just like that, in two quick passes, Crystal Palace have the lead. Ismaila Sarr does it against Liverpool once again.
And it really went and closed the ball initially. Yeah, credit Munoz for his little dart. A little bit of good fortune, but Gomez could do better.
Did so in the Community Shield as well. Here they come again. Palace on the break. Sarr goes one way, and Nketiah probably holds on to it too long, and then goes down. Haven't seen enough of him really in the last 15 minutes or so. Moved on quickly again. Pino Oh, clever reverse ball. Sarr is all the way through. It's another brilliant finish. Super reverse ball from Pino. Sucked the defenders in, popped it the other way, and suddenly Liverpool are in real trouble. A big 1-2 combination from Ismaila Sarr. Nioni. McAllister forceful. They just haven't.
They had a little bit more joy there. Palace just ruffled somewhat momentarily.
It never rains, but it pours.
To give initially, but looks like the personnel is going to remain. And
so Montoro Endo will be having a different striker to deal with.
Taking me a little bit by surprise. You would have thought Mateta would have been only.
An early goal might just put a few doubts in Palace minds, but the third Palace goal. Sosa pops one up. Endo tidies up. He did say on a slot he's expecting a little more from the... And there was the ball looking for Sarr's dart. Endo moved on to Nioni. An attacking midfield option, or any of the midfield options really. A chance to give them a night off, take them out of the firing line. Ramsey, neat little touch around the corner. Liverpool trailing. Mateta one way. Oh, he's popped that just too close. Endo.
So yeah, Sarr's 2 goals, that would be a lovely sight, I'm sure, for Oliver Glasner after a couple of...
That's swept towards Mateta. Endo's touch. And a decent touch in midfield. Starts showing a different part of his game. Then Robertson diving in on Kamada. Little slip from Kamada, who is the other player booked. Endo. Danced his way through nicely. That's the initial bit of Palace's press. Beaten, but not that second wave. Here he is. Borna Sosa on the far side. Almost squeezed through. That's a good interception from Endo ever since the half-time break. They are about to make a change. Kieran Morrison, the young winger, who's going to make way. So, Wellity Lucky makes his debut. So Morrison's debut is over. They've played what's in front of them. And when the moments came, they have taken those chances too. Lima ping forward for Mateta. Endo just squeezed that one through. In the relatively early stages of the first half. 7 for Palace of their 10, which is pretty impressive. Here goes Pino. And here's Mateta. And the surge is on here. And that is a risky one. A risky one by Amara Nallo. And referee Craig Pawson goes for his pocket. And it is a red card. Well, he was sent off on his debut in the Champions League. He's now been sent off here. Justin Aveni didn't quite get the hide on that one. Uche was hoping that he might get a chance. He will do here, very nearly.
They started with a spring in their step. They created 1 or 2 opportunities. A goal probably had to go in there to make it a challenging night for Palace.
Pino on his right. Pierre-Emile Pino into the corner. It's 3 for Palace with 3 minutes to go. And that has wrapped it right up. Commit numbers forward. Mateta hoping for a sniff of a chance.
Clearly underperformed in the last month or so.
Ping through to Endo.
For Anfield, but yeah, far too much elevation on that, no problem at all.
And it's Crystal Palace's night. Liverpool's young side beaten by Oliver Glasner's strong 11. Even the bench provided no solace for Liverpool.